Hello everyone, my name is Dewi Putri Gunanti. I'm from V560 class, and now I will share to you about language comprehension in psycholinguistics.
Language comprehension. The comprehension of language in the domains of both written and spoken communication requires the decoding of print or acoustic features of speech to create mental representation of meaning, events, and situation. Language comprehension is a complex process requiring the synchronization of a variety of cognitive components. For example, recognizing letters and words, accessing and integrating words meaning to represent ideas, and using existing knowledge to develop a representation of implied situation. So, language comprehension is one of the most automatic tasks that humans perform. Language comprehension is a process that requires synchronization of various cognitive components, such as knowing letters and numbers, interpreting meanings and ideas, and also developing something with the knowledge possessed. Gathering the data. There are several ways to gather the data, such as providing information about a person's language skills, word decomposition, vocabulary, reading, and their IQ. Managing information. Human's brain is useful for understanding words, phrases, and sentences. In understanding words and processing information, use the ability of each individual to organize information and memories. People who have difficulty understanding something have a low quality representation of the word stored in memory, which causes confusion. Finding effective remediation. This research can provide new insight into language understanding in individuals and allows identifying brain's regional networks. Next is memory. Memory plays an important part when we heard a word or sentence and store it for a long time. And there is also a process of placing new words, remembering existing information to infer the meaning of something. Remembering is part of memory. Remembering is making claims about past events. There are some factors that affect memory. First is type of language. Type of language is part of a conversation, speech, poetry, and sentences that have nothing to do with the psychological experiments. Second is input. Whether when we heard a word or sentence, we memorized it, only heard the point, or heard the grammar mistakes. Next is retention interval. Remember when we heard some words or sentence? Is it yesterday, last month, or last year? And the last is output. Trying to remember word for word to become a sentence. Like I said before, remembering is part of memory, and remembering is making claims about past events. It requires information from memory. Remembering has three stages: input, storage, and output. Input when hearing a sentence, while storage saves and remembers the sentence and will be used when needed, and output when recalling the words. And the last is memory of prose. Memory of prose is the process of how prose is learned, how its content is represented in memory, and used to reconstruct the original prose. When someone learns a speech, they will automatically remember its meaning, and when memorizing, they need repetition in order to be remembered. To remember something, the individual will collect points in memory and build the sentence.
That's all from me about language comprehension, and I hope my explanation is not complicated for all of you to understand. Thank you and have a nice day.